Welcome back, guys. Until now, we have discussed and learned about state and effect hook. Let's now learn how to fetch data using effect hook. I'm going to create one component called hookFetch.js. In this file, I'm going to use snippet RFE to create functional component. Let's now import useState and useEffect. Before writing code, let's see what we are going to fetch using useEffect. I'm here on GitHub API documentation. I'm going to fetch my own repos using useEffect hook into our code. As you can see, it gives data of my repositories. Let's go back to the code. Let's define state for the repos. I'm creating state for the repos with the initial value empty array. Before adding useEffect hook, let's add dependency Axios to the project. So yarn add Axios. Once it is done, you can see Axios into your package.json file. So it has been added here. Import Axios from Axios. Let's now create useEffect and write axios.get then response console log response. For error, we are going to catch it with error. Next point is to add URL of the GitHub API. I'm going to copy paste my URL from browser and paste it here. Let's modify our render function with the list repos.map with individual repos. Key of the list will become repo.id and in the inner HTML it will become repo.name. Let's now run this project and head back to the browser. So project is running now, but we are not using this component into app. Let's just use this component into app. Hook fetch and remove every other component from app.js. Head back to the browser. If you open console, you will see we are getting data from the API, and data property of the object is returning array of my repos. Let's now set data to the repos state. Response.data and head back to the browser. Reload this. We can see all the repos are being rendered on the page, but there is a problem. This API is being called multiple times. We have to call it only once. For that, we need to add second parameter in the useEffect. To avoid calling useEffect multiple times, we have to add second parameter of the effect. Second argument to the useEffect is an array of dependencies. If you want to control when effect is to be executed after mounting component, then pass an array of the dependencies as the second argument. Dependencies are values defined outside useEffect but are being used inside useEffect. React compares the current value of dependency and the value of previous render. If they are not same, effect is invoked. This argument is optional. If you omit it, effect will be executed after every render as we have seen just now. If you want effect to be executed only first render, you can pass an empty array. Now we have added empty array to the second parameter of the useEffect. Let's head back to the browser and reload our page. Now we can see our data has been called only once. So that is pretty much how to fetch data using useEffect and running useEffect only once. So that's all for this video, guys. In the next video, we will learn more about fetching data and we will see how to fetch individual repos using useEffect in the next videos. Thank you.